Good morning. It's Kale. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so this is an Amy Brown piece of art. It's called Celebrate Diversity. This is the mini from Heaven and Earth Designs. Now, I have not touched this canvas in maybe a year because of some issues with it. So, I love the picture. I'm a big fan of Amy Brown's art. And let me put my, let me switch glasses here. I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to put on, it's called No Copyright Lo-Fi Music 2022 Stomps Playlist. It's on YouTube. So I'll just start that. In the background. Okay, so you can see the full picture down there in the corner of this canvas. I have to turn that down just a tad. Too loud. Test the little chat thingy. Okay, so where do I start? It's so complicated. Glasses. First of all, glasses. I hope you're all doing well. If you're working on a project, diamond painting or otherwise, you can pull it out and work on that while I talk about this canvas and do some diamond painting on it, I think. Okay. So, I have a paintbrush here, and I'll explain why I have it out here in a second. Okay, so the main issue that I've been having with this canvas is pop-off. So the drills are not all staying on. Most of them are, as you can see, this area over here that I've worked. But some of them aren't. So let me bring this down. Well, I might mess it up. Okay, so I've got one here, 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 and there's some over here, and just kind of scattered around the whole entire canvas. And you can't really like go like this because you might like pull them right off. So yeah, it's worrisome, right? Because you don't want that happening. Because once you put the drill down, you just want it to stay there, right? Okay. So one of the solutions that I'm going to try, to see if I can get the drill to stick on. So I've got some of this Aleene's Tack-It, which is a repositionable adhesive. And it says temporary hold, but I'm going to see if I can just take a little bit of it and put it in the spot, in the little square, and then put the drill down. So these are the white. Which is this B5200. Now, since I haven't worked on this in a long time, like I don't remember the symbols, the colors, like nothing. So I'm just going to throw some of those down there. And just kind of lay that down. And then I'm going to take my little tool that I made with this little thing, which is for actually taking the SIM card out of your phone. And I'm going to put some fresh wax on this pen. So this is one of my favorite pens. It came off of a gentleman on Etsy. Can't remember his name offhand. And he's in France. Okay. Now, set that aside. Bring out, you know, at first I was trying to, when I first started diamond painting, I thought it had to be like a wax slob or whatever. That's the wrong word. Wax snob. You know, and get like, you know, fancy wax and stuff. But really, I found out that you don't really actually need to do that. I mean, you can if you want to, you know, get more expensive wax. But you don't have to. See if I can get that down in there. I mean, this stuff works well enough. Okay. Move this out of the way. So I'm a little scared to try it out. Like a little nervous about it. So how am I going to do this? What should I put this in? Do I have something to put this in? I do. Hold on. Ooh. Misty, lie down. So before I started the stream, the little puppy was just up on my leg, just and the other one's laying down. She's asleep behind me on a pillow. But this one was, I guess, hungry. So let me see, maybe I should get a, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Let me get a tissue. Actually, I'm gonna get a piece of paper towel just in case. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little bit and I'm going to put it in there. I don't think it's gonna like dry right away. Oh, the AC just went on. Okay, well then what I'll do is I'll just wipe it like that. Then we're gonna get a drill and we're gonna pop it down in there. One of the reasons also I don't want to put too much glue so it dries fairly quickly. Oh gosh, okay. This is like an experiment. An experiment in fixing drill pop-off. I had one over here and I'm gonna do real quick. Okay. Let's get that one. I haven't been able to figure out what the issue is with the situation. And this is one of the earlier canvases that I purchased. And I will say that I got it from Heaven and Earth Design. I think it's one of those crowns somewhere or other. Anyways. It's just so strange. I mean, I've done a lot, well, I don't know if I want to say a lot, but I've done plenty of diamond paintings by this point in time, and I do not understand why this canvas is so difficult. Okay, so I've got one more over there. That's, I mean, they put like nice washies around the edge. You can see it down here. It's nice washi. It's real pretty. The canvas feels, it doesn't, it doesn't feel bad. So I don't really know. Okay, so this is a U. And that's 37.70. Where is that? I don't know. Well, I don't have that right now. So I guess I don't have all the colors with me. This is how long it's been since I worked on this canvas. Like, I don't even have all the drills with me. And the question is, where did I put them? I don't know. So that's it for that, those, you know, and I'm gonna look and see if I have other ones that need to go back on, and in the meantime I'm just gonna take this here, take it out of there like that, just pop it in the trash, and then I'll have to come back to doing that. Okay, stuff out of the way, move that out of the way, and here's the situation. So I was working on the upper part of the canvas. Let me see if I can turn the, let's see my light. I was working up there, but that's all mostly like white. Bring that back down here. So I thought today I would just kind of work here, because there's like a bunch of white. No, let me move it back down a little bit more. So fun moving the camera. Okay, so all this down here is obviously this white continues on all along the bottom. You can see the picture up there. So I think what I'm going to do is how far do I want to maybe like work on her feet, like up in here, like up in here, like that. Just checking the stream quality. So what I'm going to do, I have some scissors, some old scissors from Staples when I worked at Staples. I'm going to pull this up. I don't have my oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? Can I just rip straight up? I don't have my, what do you call those things? Work. It won't work. What do you call that thing? The knife? I don't know what you call it. And I'm just gonna kind of cut across here. Really. I know it's kind of bizarre that I'm doing this, but like that. I love winging it. Fold that. How's that? So, can I diamond paint on this thing? I mean, you can hear it's sticky, but I can see like lines, like a brush line, like somebody went like that with the glue. So let's try this symbol here, which is, let's see if I got these colors. And it's 950. Right, so I figure that if I'm going to get back into this canvas, so one of the first things that I'll do is find the rest of the drills. Like, where are they? And let me see if I have a piece of release paper. I do. I'm gonna put it just down here. Never kind of like this white area down there. Okay. So first I'll have to see if I can find, I want to make sure that's the right symbol before I start. It's like 4 little squares. Why do I have to be so blind? And then I'm just going to see how well this is going to work, okay? What I may end up doing, I don't know, we'll just see. I'll see if I can fix it by using that glue on those spots where it seems to be coming up. But I'm also wondering, should I just do the whole canvas that way? Maybe. I don't know. It's so hard to figure out like how to resolve the issue. But I like the picture, right? So, you know, I don't want to take this whole thing and just throw it in the trash, right? I mean, that would be awful. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So since I'm on a different part of the desk, I had to move the camera over from where I was working on Aquarius. So hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. So earlier on the channel, I did a review on a coloring book I just bought. So if you're interested in coloring books, you know, adult coloring books, not like little kid coloring books, you can check that one out. See what I think about that book. And yesterday, I did a stream on Gaming with Kale where I played some Caileadair. I'm just trying to like mix things up a little bit here and there. Although I'm really kind of made a commitment to play Caileadair more. So since I made that commitment, I think I've only been to Disney Dreamlight Valley like one or two times. I was trying to finish up that most recent Star Path. One of the things I will say for Caileadair, it's got a great designer, decorator, I don't know what you call it, the building part of the game is really, really good. Much better than some other games I've seen where like you try and move things around, it's pretty wonky, like Disney Dreamlight Valley. So now it looks like the sun is trying to come out a little bit more. So earlier it was kind of hazy, and now it looks like the sun is trying to break through that morning haze. Okay, so yeah, so before the stream started, I fed the puppy. I think she's finally gone to sleep. I think she was just hungry. She's a chunky little thing. She got an appetite on her. Rosie's the skinny mini picky eater, but Misty's like, give me the food, I will eat it. If you feed me, I will come. Not that kind of, yeah, don't go there. Keep it clean. Let me look behind me. Let me look. Nope, I don't see any dogs. They must all be in the living room. Well, they better behave out there. Well, Evie just came in. Maybe she came in to say hi. I don't know. So this little stretch down here is kind of these neutral coral peach color. I'm being like kind of trying to be careful when I place them down, like kind of press, sort of slowing down the process a little bit, because normally when you pick up the drill and you even remotely touch the canvas, it just sticks. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm pressing so that it won't fall off. Which of course you shouldn't have to do, but the situation is what it is. And I'm thinking that if I wanted to start over all the way, the sun's coming out, start over all the way, I would have to, what? Probably place an order through, what's it called? Every Moment? And then send them the list of the drills and all that jazz. And then just figure out okay, I think that color's done. And kind of figure out like how I would get the canvas size, and maybe like this one's, it's not super big, but maybe like split it in half vertically and half this way, and have 4 separate canvases. Maybe do it that way. But I've already done so many drills on here, I would just, you know, I've got almost a quarter of it done, and tossing it would just be extremely painful. Just right. What's the little diamond? It's a diamond with a dot in it. That is 842. I don't know, I might have to buy more drills. I don't even, like, yeah, I have to like really think back on if I'm prepared to even like continue, right? Get that in there. Okay, so there's a little bit of multi-placing here. So with the multi-placing on this canvas, I'm going to be really cautious putting them down. And see how well that process works. So there's a tool that you can purchase. It's like a roller, and you can roll over the drills to kind of press them down. I forget what it's called. I missed one of those other colors. But I don't think that I would want to do that, because I would probably rip up half the drills. I just think they would just come up. So the plan, I guess, if I sort of have a plan moving forwards, is to get the drills down and then do like maybe like 2 coats of sealer, of the, you know, the clear coat that you put on top, and see how well that works. Now I did have this hanging on a hanger with like clips, right? But I think that instead of like, what are you doing, Rosie? Instead of hanging it and then bringing it out, hanging it and then bringing it out, I'm just going to actually leave it on the desk. And then if I want to work on Aquarius or Bubble Flower or whatever, any other diamond painting, I'll just kind of shift them around on the desk. And then that way I don't have to move it too much. That's how worried I am about something happening. It's like I don't want to move it. Let me get that. What was that? 950? That was 950. There's a couple here. It's kind of hard to see a little bit also. The glue, whatever kind of glue that is, it's really shiny. And so sometimes it's a little hard to see the symbol. So I'm kind of trying to lean forwards over the canvas and not hit the camera with my forehead to see the symbol. That's 3, not that. Okay. Let me see. I have a dog at my feet. Why? I have no peace. I'm like, please, what do you want? They want something, but I don't know what. Well, Rosie might be hungry now. I don't know. She'll have to wait. She'll be all right. Yeah, putting the, oh, I missed another one of the 950. I am so blind. What the freak? This is just what happens when you're diamond painting. Okay. It is over here. I did do some diamond painting on Aquarius early this morning, and I was looking over at the non-closet, because it's not a closet anymore. It's got shelving in it for my yarn. So I was looking over there, and I can see hanging on the hanger this canvas, and I'm like, maybe I can give it a whirl. So I took it off the hanger very carefully as I could, and brought it over here onto the drafting table. So we'll just kind of see. You know, as much as we may want things to be perfect or run smoothly or work smoothly or not have any issues, sometimes it just isn't like that, even in diamond painting. Now I know that there's I can't remember who I was watching, one of the other diamond painters, and she had the same kind of situation, I think, where the drills weren't really cooperating, let's say. And I think she actually just stopped working on that project. She just didn't want to mess with it anymore. It's understandable. But again, you know, this was an investment. I don't remember how much. I mean, I could go check how much the canvas was and the drills. Okay, what's happening here? Evie. No growling. Okay, this. This one here is fine. What's going on? back down. I think also with this canvas, it might be easier for me to use the thinner tip. So I'm gonna give that a whirl. Because I can kind of see better where to put the drill. I know that sounds weird, but it's how it feels. I mean, they're staying so far, fingers crossed. Like when I ordered the canvas, I don't even remember at this point in time where the drills came from. That's how long it's been. I mean, it's been that long. My memory is not that good anymore. Are you kidding me? At least not for that. And it's weird, it's like my memory is good for certain things, but for that, it's not. Like, I don't know, I can't remember. Switching pins, wrong end. I like this little playlist, it's pretty chill. I really wish I could listen to some of the tracks that I have on my SoundCloud likes. There's some good stuff. There's some like down-tempo, psy ambient stuff that's just awesome. It's like a fusion of different styles of music, but really good. Like a little dubsteppy, a little house. It's, yeah, pick up the beat a little bit, and then it's, you know, chill. I really like it. I found that kind of music just messing around on SoundCloud, just exploring, listening to different kinds of music. Like, I like trap. Of course, my son was the one who got me into dubstep and electronic music in the first place. I mean, I don't know how many, you know, how old was I at the time? 50s? Maybe? 50-year-old women are listening to dubstep and like seriously jamming out. Stuff's awesome. Like, these purple colors are so pretty. I just can't wait to see the whole thing done, but I just hope it just works out really well. I see another one of those 950. Just a few down there on the bottom. So before, remember I said it was sunny, and now it's like not sunny. I don't know what happened. 1 minute is sunny, it's like Texas weather. 1 minute it's sunny and the next is cloudy. Evie? Oh goodness, Evie. Stop, lie down. Well, go lie down in this bed right here. Mita, go lie down in this bed. If you don't want to have the baby lay next to you, just lay down in a bed that she can't fit in with you. Or go in the living room and lay down on the couch or on the other bed that's out there. So Evie hates when Misty comes up to her and like invades her personal space and wants to like lay next to her and stuff. She hates that. She's like, I don't want you over here next to me. And so she starts that low growling. She's not aggressive. She just starts that low growling. But Misty is so dumb. I swear she's like one of the dumber dogs I've had. And she's cute and I love her, but she's really dumb. And Misty's just like, she doesn't get the memo. So she continues to try, and then Evie's just aggravated, and then I just tell her, just go lay down somewhere else. But yeah, that goes on and off all day long, that I have to deal with that. But it's weird because they both play together. So I don't, you know, whatever. It's like dog drama. Like, I don't want to deal with dog drama. So I'm like, yeah, just go lay down somewhere else. I found some more 950. Saw it here. Come on, get off the side. And here. These are like these little scattered ones up at the top of this area. Come on out. There's a few, I think. Here. Here. Right. And here. It's like, what? I wonder if it's gonna rain. It's getting awfully cloudy. I haven't been paying attention to the weather. Okay, 9:50. Can you go away now? Water break. Stay hydrated. Okay, so let's go back to the diamond with the circle. I have my little waterfall on. I don't think the microphone can pick it up though. I turned off the humidifier part because I think the spider plant has more than enough moisture now after a few days of doing the humidification process. These are up here, and they're really like, it's difficult to see, so I'm kind of tilting my head. You can't see me, but I'm tilting my head sideways a little bit over to the right because the glue that's on the canvas is shiny. It's like glossy glue. Let's say that 3 times fast. Glossy glue. And so to try and see the square, I'm literally tilting my head so I can see it. That's really bizarre. I've never had to do that before. I think some of that 950 is up this way too. How bizarre. I mean, I suppose I could write to Heaven and Earth Design and say, hey, by the way, what kind of glue do you use on your canvases that have the design printed on them? And see if they'll, you know, tell me. I'll be like, you know, that stuff is like really shiny. Are you aware of this situation? And then the other thing I have to be careful with, now that I'm kind of up here, is this, like putting my hand here. And try not to shift anything or disturb anything under my hand. I mean, they're not quite that flimsy, but it's a little rickety situation. Oh, I saw another one here. Goodness gracious. I know there's more, but I'm going to put this away for a second. Okay, now, what is that color with the little... So there's a lot of colors, so leaning over to look and see what that color is not that easy. I don't have that symbol over here, so let's look at an arrow pointing to the right. I don't have that one over here either. This one is 3 dots in a triangle. Pyramid. 3 dots, not 4. That is 318. So I have that one here. Okay, where'd they all go? Okay, so the 2 little ones went behind me on the bed back there and went to sleep. I think there's some of this down here. This is like gray. The AC went on again. That's right, so this drill right in front of the pen is coming up. Why? I don't understand it, but it is what it is, right? I don't know if that's right or not. Let me see, 318. That's 3 dots. I wonder if there's another symbol that's three like little stars or asterisks. I see 3 triangles. Hold on a second, let me get something. Oh. All right. So since I'm blind, I have this magnifying glass. It's got a clamp on the end. I think it even has a light. Let me see. Does the light work? It has a light. A light like that. So let me look real quick. That symbol is, they look like little asterisks. But is that symbol actually on the little chart? Yes, it is. So this is not right. I was wrong. That should be 3866. So it's not 318. Okay, so I put some down here. Oh my gosh. That's why I bought the magnifying glass. It's for that reason. Mostly I bought it for the Aquarius canvas because I couldn't see the symbols, because when they printed it, it's because some of the symbols are really like faint and you literally just can't see them. Okay, so those are little asterisks. Okay. Okay. So let's see what else we got. We got a little curly Q square thing. That's 209. Purple. And just some purple. Some purple to make me feel better about being blind. Pen. Which pen do I want to use? This one. So these little curly Qs. I don't know if I ever mentioned on any of my videos, but I have tinnitus. I might have, maybe like early on, like tinnitus, however you say it. Where you have like ringing in your ears. So 24/7, every day of every year, I have this ringing in my ears. It's really, really irritating. So I've noticed that I need to keep myself fairly stress-free. Otherwise it like really flares up. And then it can just be unbearable and can just drive you just crazy. So I use some apps. I've got a, I forget what it's called, phone. I know there's the one app, it's called Calm. I don't think I have that one on my phone. This one is called Better Sleep. That one's pretty nice. And then if you have YouTube Premium, you can listen to videos when you have like the screen, when you have your phone turned off, not off, but like the screen turned off. So you can search for tinnitus relief therapy or something like that, tinnitus therapy, and you can find quite a few videos with kind of different methods, different types of sounds and music to help your tinnitus kind of like ease off. And those are helpful when I have like a flare-up and it gets like really, really bad. But it's usually why I don't spend really any time out, you know, like silent. So I'll normally have like the TV on, or playing music, or you know, some sound going on. That's why I like the waterfall, you know, the fountains, all that kind of stuff is just to help distract my brain from focusing on the high-pitched noise that's going on in my head. It's driving me nuts. And for somebody who's like so into music, having tinnitus is just torment. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I haven't had silence in my head for 10 years. It's been there that long, and there's no cure for it. All you can do is try to stay calm. Find some good stuff to listen to, the ways to distract yourself, like diamond painting, crocheting, cross-stitching, coloring, anything like that that directs your mind outwards away from your hearing is really helpful. And then just, you know, relaxing your muscles, not tensing up against the sound. It's so bizarre. Like when I look closely, when I lean down and I look at the canvas from like an angle, like a lower angle, I can see the little lines from like the brush or the glue. They're really fine lines going across like that, and it's super super shiny. But I mean, you need light to do diamond painting. You can't diamond paint in the dark. I thought I saw one more over here. Get on there. So I think this afternoon I'll have to vacuum. You know, like real life calls. Not streaming live, not gaming live. Real life calls. I need to vacuum and mop. Yesterday I watered the plants. So I try and spread out the chores since I'm retired, and I stopped being perfectionistic about keeping my house like pristine because I don't really care anymore. It's probably like if you see like old people's houses and you wonder why they look the way they do, it's because they're tired. You have to think about it. Like my mom taught me how to do things like make my bed and sweep and those kind of things, cooking, helping with cooking, when I was like 5 years old. And I'm gonna be 65 next February, and that's like 60 years of doing stuff, and you just get tired. And most of the time you don't have anybody coming over because you're really kind of stopped being a social person. Your kids have grown, they're far away, they have their own lives that they're doing. Half the time you don't really feel well enough to go anywhere, and then these days going anywhere is not, you know, a guarantee of safety, so you don't want to risk that. So, and you're just tired of being around people, and so you just stay home. It's like, and then you're like, I don't feel like cleaning the house, and I don't have to because there's nobody here. No, I haven't gone that far. I do clean my house, but I'm not a fanatic about it because I just don't want to be a fanatic about it. Okay, let's see. How long have I been going? Almost an hour? I'll go a little bit longer. I don't see any viewers in here anyway, so I'm talking to myself. What is this little circle with a line through it? So the key to the symbols is on the left and on the right. 327, but on the right hand side that way, it's upside down for me, and it goes over the edge of the table, like it goes, so I can't see the whole thing. And on the left hand side of the canvas, it's printed there, but it goes like all the way up the table, and this table is almost 3 feet deep, this drafting table. So yeah. And of course I'm blind, so I'm like struggling to see up at the upper part of the key. I think I do have it printed out on a piece of paper in a file folder. I'll have to go find it if I want to continue working on this, just to make my life easier. Really stick to the thing. Tilt my head so I can see what I'm doing. Stick to the thing. That's my phone. I mean, it's got beautiful colors, like the colors that she chose for this painting. are just gorgeous. The way that the olive greens go with the purples. It's really pretty. I have a one of her pieces of art as a decal on the back windshield of my car, the back window of my car. Make sure I don't miss any down here in this kind of purpley area here. That's the tip of her toes, her toesies. I'm going to check on the status of the drills that I did earlier in a minute. Let's try and get all this color done. So this is the thing. So when you don't have a regular, regular diamond painting kit, you may run into issues. So let's say like you buy a Diamond Art Club, which I understand there's some controversy going on there, but I didn't pay attention to that. If you buy one of their kits, you, for the most part, know that they're using the same kind of glue. Like they're using a really super standardized process. So you basically know what you're gonna get, right? So this one here is the first that I bought from them, where you can order the picture and get it printed on the canvas. Now I believe that they have just blank canvases and you can order the picture, but you have to do it almost like a counted cross stitch because the design is not printed on the canvas. So you would have to be prepared to, count. Which is like doing, counted cross stitch. So I was trying to avoid that because at that point in time, when I bought this canvas, I was not back into my cross stitch. So I would say like a, I don't know, 30, 40 year gap, maybe 30 year gap went between when I was cross stitching earlier and to now. So I don't think that I had started cross stitching at this point in time, and I wasn't, I didn't want to do like this counting thing. Plus I was newer at doing diamond painting. I wasn't as experienced. So I thought to myself, well, let me just get the picture printed on the canvas, and that's why I'm in this situation. So now that I have more experience, if I wasn't doing other big projects, I would probably just get a blank canvas and just do it as cross stitch. Number one, I have more experience with diamond painting, and now that I've been back into my cross stitch for a bit, I'm also like kind of, back up to speed on cross stitching. And I was never a, super professional, hardcore cross stitcher. And basically, I taught myself how to do it because my mom didn't do cross stitch. She was more of a knitter and crocheting. And of course, she was an artist. Let me look at these real quick. I hear a bird outside my window. Oh, it must be on the fence out there. That's so cool. It's on X. I was noticing there were a couple other people that were posting about like where are the butterflies, where are the insects, and I agreed with one of those. I said, I see the same thing or something like that, because I've noticed that like there are less birds, less insects like bees. I don't even remember the last time I saw a bumblebee. Now I've seen a couple of honeybees, not many. I haven't seen the hummingbirds for a couple of years. We have a bush that's in the back. It has these tiny little red flowers that the hummingbirds love, and we have a hummingbird feeder out there, but I haven't seen them this year. And I have 2 bird feeders out there, but it's just not the same. Like even the squirrels, like when I first moved here 10 years ago, wow, it's been 10 years already. 10 or 11 years ago, there were a bunch of squirrels, a bunch of birds, there were insects. It was different, and now it's like the world is dying. It's kind of scary. It's like, what's going on? Like, have we used so much pesticides in our lawns, you know, to get rid of weeds, that we've basically, you know, kind of destroyed their habitat? It's not a good thing. Okay, I think I got all of these. I think. Okay, that was 327. So kind of like a darker purple with a little, it's got some red in it. We're doing her feetsies. Since the dogs are quiet, I will continue on. What is that with the circle? That's 3687. I don't have that one over here. I think I don't have the 3000s. The colors stop at 976. So that's what I have to look for. What's this with 2 dots? 3747. I guess I just wasn't prepared. 841 is the star. I just saw it here. 841. It's another kind of brown, pinkish brown color. Okay, these are the stars. I sent an email to my daughter in England, and I heard back from her, but it doesn't sound like things are that great, and that's a shame. It's depressing. I wish things were going better for her. It's always hard when you know that your kids are struggling with their life. As a parent, you feel that pain, and you want to be able to help, and you know that you can't. And she doesn't, you know, need my advice. I don't think she wants it. She kind of mentioned that. You know, like, hey, you should do this, you should do that. Sometimes, you know, people just don't want that from you. And she's a grown woman. She doesn't need to be mothered. But I'm still her mother. And so I still worry. That's just part of it. That doesn't go away. Like, once your kids grow up, you don't just stop worrying about them. Like, la-di-da, they don't exist. It's not like that at all. You actually continue on worrying about them, hoping that they're doing okay, hoping they're making the right choices, hoping nobody's hurting them. And if you find out that somebody is, you get pissed off, but then you know that there's nothing you can do about it. You know, unless it's like criminal, that's something different. yeah, so it's a difficult situation. And sometimes your kids, I'm not saying my kids doing this, but sometimes your kids don't understand that difficulty that you go through because they may not have children of their own. And really, nobody other than another parent can really understand like what you go through, you know, emotionally as a parent. They can kind of have an idea, but it's just not the same as actually being a parent and going through that pain, you know, over your child's life. Wait, you fell off, little drill. Get back on there. Oh my gosh, probably need to put some wax on here. Where did I put it? Remember my son used to say to me, Mom, don't worry, I got it, or whatever, you know. And I'm like, no, you don't got it. You don't got it, you're a drug addict. No, you don't have it. So there was always just that constant worry. It's awful. Because you love your children. I mean, you know, my kids would have to be like, I don't know, like even if they were murderers, I would just still love them because they're my children, right? You just love them. You might be pissed off and disappointed and ashamed and whatever other emotions go along with something like that, but you still love them. It would, you know, maybe somebody would think like I would hate them, but you know, the reality of that is questionable. Like, would you really hate them? Probably not. I mean, as much as what the things that I went through because of what my son did to me, and yes, he did do things to me, you know, like stealing my car, wrecking my car, you know, stealing money from me. As much as those kind of things that he did to me, I still love him. You know. And the other kids have done their own, you know, sets of things, Frank's and mine, and you know, we still love them. I mean, like they don't talk to us, Frank's kids, and it's just like, okay, don't do it. You know, you may regret it later, but that's your choice. You know, you can't force somebody to have a relationship with you. It never works. If you're trying to force it, it has to be voluntary on both sides, a willingness on both sides to enter into that type of relationship. And it's the same if you're just friends, or girlfriend and boyfriend, or husband and wife, or whatever, spouses. You know, you both have to want it. And if these children don't want to talk, then that's fine. And, you know. But it still sucks. Alright, let me see here. I need maybe a couple more of these. A few more for the stars. I know people probably think I'm nuts. And maybe I am a little. It's not too bad to be a little crazy. You gotta break out of the mold. And society wants everybody to be the same and have the same beliefs and act the same and think the same and dress the same. Yeah, I'm not really into that. I've always been a kind of quirky individual. I think there was only one point in time where I was kind of like in with this gang of girls, I'm trying to fit in and be part of the crowd or whatever. I think that was like 7th grade. Yeah, 6th or 7th grade. And that didn't last very long. I just wasn't really into it. I usually do better with just a few friends. And I can do fine with no friends. Like literally, like right now, I would say that in real life, like in my daily life, Sunday, Saturday, weekends, during the week, Monday through Friday, I do not have anybody call me. I do not have anybody visit me. I do not have anybody sending me text messages other than my spouse. None of the neighbors come over and chit chat. Like literally, the people that I have discourse with are actually on the internet, but nothing in real life. It's just the way it is. It's been that way for a long time. Because it's hard when you're a quirky, you know, kind of eclectic weirdo, nerd, kind of combo of all those, you know. I'm like a cool nerd. I don't know how else to put it. But at heart, you know, I'm still a nerd. I like science fiction, fancy books, right? I like crocheting. I like classical music. Like, really. Just kind of nerdy. But I'm not a snobby intellectual, and I don't want to be. I'm not hoity-toity. I'm very down-to-earth. I don't care about shopping and a bunch of makeup. So I just don't fit the mold of, like, you know, your typical woman. And it just, you know, makes for just spending a lot of time by yourself. So thank goodness that I like my company. And I can keep myself occupied with these cool hobbies. And be creative and make things and spend time with my doggos and my hubby and go out camping and then commiserate with my online acquaintances about the state of Hollywood and so on and so forth. That show sucks. Wheel of Time, Rings of Power. I'm talking about you. If I had done a recent reread of The Wheel of Time, I might consider even doing, like the AC went on, a stream or whatever, video about it. But I don't know if I could like literally handle that much stress. That much stress. I hate that show with a passion. It's one of the few things I actually like hate. It's awful. They just totally ruined the story. But I follow some other people that talk about it, that are willing to put themselves through that torment to watch the show and talk about it on YouTube. So I just try and support them. I mean, I might do it maybe like on my personal channel. Just not super involved, you know, frame by frame. You know, Mahler does these long videos. If you're really interested in breakdowns of, say, like Lord of the Rings or whatever, some, you know, Avengers movies or whatever, you can check Mahler's channel out. He does what they call long form videos. And I mean long form, like 6 hour with his friends. So I'm not up to that, nor do I have the editing skills to do that. Like, I still have to figure out if I'm making just a video, like recording, like how to stick something in, like break the video apart. I think you clip it and then you stick the other video in there, but I've never done it. I've never really needed to, but I should probably like learn how to do that. Okay, are there any more stars? Stars. Yes, there's one there. Let's go down. Let's go up. Why are you crooked? Why are you crooked? Really? There's one there. Here. Now I would like to make some more friends in Caileadair. Probably fun to run around with people in the game. So I was running around with Zeph yesterday, and that was fun. I think that's it on the star. I think. Okay, let's see. You know, I probably should. Twitch is more like for gaming. I do my gaming over there, but you know, I don't really get like in the algorithm, I guess, whatever, YouTube. So it's kind of hard to get the traffic up. Okay, so let's see. This is like two cross batons. I'm going to continue on while they're sleeping just for a little bit. That is, I don't know. I mean, I see an X, but that's not an X. That's like an X with circles on the end. There it is. And it's 640. It's green, like an olive army green. When I start doing the white, I'll break out my fancy schmancy diamond painting tray and use that, because I'll be doing a lot of multi-placing. But for some of these little smaller areas of color where you're not necessarily using a whole lot of drills, I'll just use this little tray. I don't know why the AC keeps running. It's not really like hot in here. We're thinking of buying a different thermostat. I mean, the other day, even the spouse was like, it's cold. I'm like, it's not cold in here. And I wasn't cold, which is so weird. And we had the AC, he turned the AC to 77. I'm like, what? Very unusual. But usually, like right now, I think it's set at 76. Which probably to a lot of people is like, you're crazy, that's too hot. But I don't like the AC. I get cold too fast. I mean, I'm an island girl. I was born on an island. That AC stuff is not in the blood. It's just not. I saw something somewhere here. So this morning when I was working on Aquarius, I was looking for a symbol, and literally my mind just went totally blank. I'm like, what am I looking for again? I could not remember. That's why when I'm working, I keep the container out and not back where the others are stored, because I never remember what color was I doing. I like screw it up. That's like a little tip for you. Leave the color that you're using out, apart from the other ones, so that in case your brain you know, you just have like a just moment of, I have no idea what color this is. Or you can be at the point where you're like, I don't know what symbol I'm looking for. Like you forget, like, what am I looking for? An X, a circle, a square. Like you just lose like your train of thought. I did that in the cross stitch the other morning. I came back to it because I got up, I think I got up to refill my coffee, and I came back and I was like, what was I doing? I couldn't remember. Okay, I'm gonna tilt my head to the side a little here, this glare. There's one there. That's the regular X right there. There's one there. Where? Here. Make sure there's none like this lower area. And here in the middle. Up here. Here. I think that's it. Thank you, 640. Why is this one moving? This is what they do. They kind of like shift. I hate when that happens. When I put the drill down, I just want it to stay there. Okay, let's take a look-see. How's that look? So we did all this here, and kind of the scattering a little bit here. So let's see if I've got anything popping off. You know, and if you run your finger lightly over the drills, you can feel if something's sticking up. In here. And then that way, once you feel it, you can just push it back down. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do 2 coats of sealer on this canvas. And then when I frame it, when I trim the edges, do this like down here, when I trim these edges off, and I'm just at the edge, and I put all the sealer on, when I put all the sealer on, a lot of it's like down here in this corner. Not so much up here, but like down here, like it just, you can just see them like popped up. It's so aggravating. And you don't know why, right? You can't figure it out. It doesn't, like, you don't see any kind of obvious damage on the canvas or anything. Right, so if you look at it, like, you don't see anything. Let me scoot it down a little bit so I can see a little bit more of it. So, right, so here's how we're kind of looking like. Go up, and you can see where I've done, what I haven't done. Okay, so you see how pretty it is. Right? but there's drills missing right here. I don't know if these fell off or I just didn't do this one section. There's some up here, there's some missing here. I haven't done this yet, or that. Bizarre. Oh! That just came off. Did that come off or what? Yep, wait. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so it's really I don't know, I think that's where it was. There's some missing right here. Right, so yeah, so that's the situation with this canvas. Let me go look real quick. Move my magnifying glass out of the way. I'm going to move this back down a little bit. Let's see where I was. Let me go over to the browser and I'm going to see if I can find I'm going to go see if I can find how much this canvas was. Let me log into Heaven and Earth Designs and let's see if it's still in here. Because I did place some other orders with them. But I don't see it. So, hold on. I'm going to see if I can actually find it in their store. So this canvas was $36. I bought it back in 2020, so it's been a long time. So when you order it, it gives you the option of poured glue or tape glue, and I believe I picked poured glue, just so you know. It's 33 wide by 24 1/8 inches high. So 331 drills this way, the browser, this way, and 242 this way. See if it says right, so it doesn't tell you on the product page how many colors, I think. Let me see, drill usage chart. This is the PDF. And of course it's for cross stitch. The PDF's for cross stitch. Yeah, it doesn't tell you how many colors, which is a shame. But it was $36. So, I don't know. I mean, you know, is it easier just to just start over and not worry about this? Or have I gone so far into it, close that, so far into it that just continue on and just do like double sealing, double sealing, and to make sure they don't fall off. So if you have an opinion on that, let me know in the comments. I would appreciate any feedback on this project. I mean, I really love the picture, and I like the fact that the picture is printed on the canvas because it makes it easier, obviously, for me. I don't think there's any other place that sells the Amy Brown art that I'm aware of as a diamond painting kit. So if you know of one, let me know. I'll go check it out. Leave the link in your comment and I'll check it out. Let me go ahead and nothing came up, so I just kind of cover that back down and leave it. I'm going to save this piece of release paper even though I have more. Just put these pens away. I appreciate you being here and checking out my video while I struggle with the drill pop off that's going on with this canvas. So if you watch the vid, you can see that where I talk about like what the glue looks like and the streaks and so on and so forth. I'm gonna go play some Caileadair. I'm gonna go vacuum and mop my floor and be a good little Kale. Be a good little Kale. Or maybe just gameplay. No. I will go and do some gameplay. So have a fabulous day. Rest of the day. Here it just got cloudy. It's kind of gloomy. Ugh. So I don't have my energy level is not exactly like super high. So enjoy the day. Have a good one. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to the world because we definitely need it. And I will see you on the next one.